Hi, you. Now I'm back with you for more news on tech, UK business, and the stock market. Right. So talking about how the encouragement going into tech and pushing them into go to IPOs. Everything to do with. I mean, if you're looking at pushing the economy higher, we've got so many stories for you now. Now I'm talking about things that in the lines of interest rates, bargain hunting, emerging markets. How Russia, Turkey, Brazil are looking at potential markets for your portfolio. That's if you are a UK tech company that is looking at hitting IPO or going into IPO. So talking about how the UK is the trade of 2020s, these are all conversations around the $157 billion mutual funds and the ETFs that are in the market. So basically UK stocks are the trade of 2020. This is what a couple of analysts are talking about. Now, this is the buzz. I'm with you on Relax Radio, and I'll be with you all the way till 8. Now, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram. You can download our app. We are on Twitter as well. Just stay tuned right here, and I'll be running with you. I'll be running by a quick video so you can understand on who we are and what more we do. That's right. We're Relax Radio. We're with you all the way till 8 p.m. Now we are going live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, you name it, we're on it, right? And we just want this conversation to go ahead, in terms of what you want us to talk about, what your thoughts are on our, on our opinions, and how you would approach these problems or tackle these, or how you would address them for that instance, right? Now, I was talking about UK tech optimism and how it's looking at hitting a 7-year high. And this is basically the economy is hoping that with these, with at least $10 billion worth of IPO potential and UK tech exporting into markets like Russia, the Middle East and even Asia, right? How these are potential markets, and then how much of money can come into the UK economy. So now talking about how the UK tech economies are looking at short-term growth. Now these are a couple of prospects that a couple of analysts have been talking about over the last 7 years, and these are new numbers that have been published according to the performance that the scope that is possible, right? So talking about how British sector reports are talking about there is strong confidence and there are business activities that are looking at bouncing back after a strong national lockdown, if it's Brexit related or even the COVID related, lockdowns, right? So the conversation here is based on how much of scope there is for tech, how much of, scope in terms of an export economy, and, the fact that there's different economies like the US, China, or even Russia that have been pushing their tech economies, their tech companies to a global scale. But let's face it, London has been missing out on a significant bit. So it's just a matter of catching up with them. If it's Hong Kong, we had so many, I told you stories about this last week around how they are, becoming one of the biggest economies as well. And talking about how it's only optimism, right, that is going to push the UK private sector apart from the hotels, the restaurants, and how these are looking at being traded over the last few months. Now, primarily, if you're looking at the 10 billion that I was talking about with the potential for the IPOs alone, these are just within 5 companies, right? This is just broken down within 5 companies, one of which is AI, and that holds a $5 billion cap in that 10 billion alone, right? So talking about if it's bio, if it is artificial intelligence, if it is talking about safety, content safety and conversing around breaching the basic reports or basic restrictions that are put online. These are different industries, even if it is healthcare, right? So how tech companies are looking forward towards future growth. Employment is rising to the fastest rate in these industries, and the pay is so much more because the demand is so much higher along with the industry. I'd say the industry revenue, right? So talking about how with now the UK in the phase two, the government's roadmap in businesses are looking at increasing supply chain issues or addressing supply chain issues post Brexit, right? And talking about how the tech sector is fast tracking their plans to go back to growth. Now, if you are looking at accelerating your jobs, or if you are looking at more than a 2 year providing that a signal that your companies are confident about the future, the workloads, and receiving future boosts to basically improve the UK economies, right? So the vaccine was, it is a successful rollout, I'd say so far. I hope you guys are being mindful about it, encouraging your, if it's family members, if it is your friends, the ones that are eligible to go get it so far. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting the first dose, and the second one is in another 3 months afterwards the first, and there are rumors that you might need another a year after your second dose, right? But talking about how there is so many rollouts with the vaccines, there's so many cooperating technologies, there's investments into this industry or this problem, and there's so many key factors that are looking at helping out driving up business confidence, even up to a 7-year high in the first quarter of the year, right? So these are, some of the conversations that are being, brought up with the concern is to on, if it is understanding what and what industries or where people are looking at investing their tech know-hows or even pushing tech out into improving industries, right? All you got to do is just keep in touch with us. I'm super excited for this, to be honest. I'm super excited to understand where this tech industry, what the scope is for UK, and where we can actually go. Now, we've got a couple of channels, for you, where we make an effort to make sure that we are on multiple channels. Now, I, for instance, am with you on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube, all these platforms, right? It's just a matter of finding Relax Radio. You can just comment, leave a comment, like, subscribe, or share videos. I'd really appreciate if you could do those. You can also go to the App Store, download our app. It's Relax Radio on the App Store as well. Now, I'm going to be keeping you updated on everything tech, business, entrepreneurship. This is The Buzz. I'm your host, Tim. I'll be right back with you tomorrow. And, same time, same place, I'll be talking to you business tech. I've got a lot of cool stories that I've been lining up for you as well. This is around, I spoke about Dogecoin, but there's a lot more coins that I think you need to know about. So I'll be breaking down, what all coins are and understanding and explaining rather how you need to look at these. Just call us up on, 07852. We are on the numbers right here, right? We are on, you can just reach us on WhatsApp as well. It's 07852 473 473. I'm your host, Tim. Remember, just message and, mention my name, ask for what you want mentioned on The Buzz. If it's anything tech, business, entrepreneurship related, I'll be right back with you with these topics.